Hey fam, Swati Tukong Krep, it's Nick here, and I'm excited to bring you the ROG Ally X accessory video. I know I promised it to you a couple days ago, but again, some editing issues arose and I'm just now getting to it, and I just first want to apologize about that. And second, I want to just confirm that for the ROG Ally X and the upcoming AYN Odin 2 portal, I will have accessory videos, but unfortunately I won't be able to have accessory videos for all devices because it could be either A, there are way too many accessories like the Ally X and the AYN Odin 2, or some other devices that are upcoming, they're going to be smaller, more niche devices, so it would be rather difficult to get a hold of some accessories. And two, I'm paying for all of these myself as I'm not sponsored by anyone at the moment, so again, I can't give you an exhaustive accessory list, but I just want to show you what I have, and if you're interested, they will be down in the description box for you to check out if you'd like to add them to your collection as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with accessory number 1, and that is a tempered glass screen protector. Now, as someone that worked for a cell phone provider, both as sales staff as well as a trainer for the sales staff, I can tell you that a screen protector is always a great idea because these are like cell phones. They're expensive investments. You want to keep them nice. So if you can get a screen protector, it's great. Now, I know a lot of people are nervous about putting on their own screen protector, but really, it's not a big issue. First, you just want to grab a microfiber cloth and think Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid and wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Get off as much as you can so it looks good and clean. Now, it won't be perfectly clean, and that's why they give you a wet wipe and a dry wipe. The reason for that is the wet wipe will help take any residual oils from your skin off the screen to make it fully clean so the screen protector will properly adhere to your screen. And then the dry will, of course, dry it off. So again, just like the microfiber cloth, wax on, wax off to take care of it. And then what you want to do is you want to take your screen protector out of its little protective sheath, and you want to grab one of these guide stickers, put it on the side, and then the other one on the other side. Now there'll be a sticker on the back, so you'll peel that off, exposing the adhesive side, and you'll just use those guide stickers to set it down directly straight down. The reason you want to go straight down is the adhesion starts right as soon as it makes contact, and as soon as it makes contact is the sooner you can start to push out any residual air bubbles, the better. Whereas if you start from the top or bottom and go down, the adhesion could set enough where you would have residual air bubbles that you would not be able to remove. So again, as you can see, I have no air bubbles. So it's a pretty easy process. It's just intimidating the first time you do it. So don't be intimidated. Get a screen protector and you can do it yourself too. So that's accessory number 1. Accessory number 2. Now, again, this is me because of my nerdiness, but your nerdiness will vary. So I have a high-speed micro SD card. Why did I get a high-speed micro SD card slot? Well, most of these devices will support it, and if they don't, if it's a cheaper device that doesn't support this high speed, it'll just slow down to the speed the device can handle. And I want to be able to have PS3 games such as Metal Gear Solid 4 to play on my handhelds, so I need the faster SD card. You don't have to get it, but again, that's just what I get. So again, I got 512 because PlayStation 3 games can be quite big, and my other retro games will be on there as well. So the next one is a dock. Now, this dock is pretty nice. They have 2 different variants. They have one with just 4 USB 3A ports, and then the charger for the device via USB-C, or they have a 6-in-1 with a 3 USB-A ports that are USB 3, so high-speed data transfer, USB-C for connecting your charger to, HDMI via 4K at 60 Hertz. Now, if you're not familiar with the 60 Hertz, a Hertz is just how often does the screen refresh to give you a new image. And then it has the Ethernet cable of 1 gigabit speed. So again, if you have high-speed internet, you should be good to go there as well. Now, what does that look like? I am glad you asked. So it came with this nice microfiber pouch. And when I opened it up, this short little USB-A to USB-C port cable came with it, and I was like, why are they giving me something so short? But I will show you why in just a moment. So just again to show you, I got this variant. And this is nice because you can pop out the little kickstand and set it to different angles. So again, with this little pouch, you could have it in a backpack with you, take it on an airplane, for example, and be able to play your games if you bring your controller with you. Now, the idea behind the short cable is that you plug it into one of your USB-A ports, and then on the back here you have a USB-C port, and that will turn on your fan and give you a little RGB light while it's keeping your device cool as it's blowing directly into the intake of the device. Now, one of the other things I like about this is it has a 90-degree angle to its USB-C for charging. This is great because it doesn't put stress on the cable while it's charging. Whereas if I'm using this cable, for example, a traditional USB-C, and I'm trying to charge and maybe it's pulling down, that's where you start putting tension right here where it comes out of the housing of the receptacle there. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's all right. It puts pressure on that, and if you've ever had that where the plastic starts to break on that or the cables stop being responsive, it's because you've been putting a lot of pressure on one of those joints. So it's nice that the charging cable, you don't have to worry about that. And as I mentioned, with this, you just take the USB-C cable that came with your charger, and there you go. And like I said, the nice thing is the HDMI is full-size HDMI, so no special adapter for a miniature USB or HDMI cable port. It's full-size there for you, and it folds down nice and compact. And another bonus, rubber feet on the bottom to keep it nice and secure on your desk. Now, the next accessory is 3 different accessories, but I'll show you why I got 3 different accessories. So, got this slim line case here, and then 2 thicker cases. I wanted to see what the differences between these 3 cases are, and I'm glad I did, because one, I want to have a backup case, and the AYN Odin 2 portal is almost the same size as the ROG Ally X, so I want to make sure to have an extra case for it as well. So you can see this one has little indents on the top, so you can tell the controller's meant to be facing up. Has nice, soft feel on the inside. Even the zipper on the inside has a nice little lock, so you won't be scratching your screen or anything. A little pouch to put your charging adapter. You can put SD cards or extra little cables here, and then you can put in your device. Right? So, and it comes with a little Velcro right there to keep it in place. Then you can close it up. Nice and thin. Whenever you compare it again to this one, it is noticeably thinner. And it does have a rubbery texture on the outside because it has been designed to be water resistant. So you get a splash on it, no big deal. Whereas the others have kind of a denim texture to them, so I don't know if they'd be very good if they got wet. But nice little handle and everything you need to go on the go. Now, one thing that they all do have is they have this little kind of pop out. And so the little party trick that it has, flip it around. Let's say you're on a plane. There you go. Now you have your little stand, and you can have a little PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 5, Xbox One controller, and play with it docked while it's sitting on your tray table, for example. So that is really awesome. So, as I said, you have to put your power supply up here for this one. Whereas these 2 are the same. But let's take a look at this one. I'm going with this one first because you can see here are the indents for the sticks. So this one actually you're supposed to put your device facing down. Now this one does have a metal zipper here. It doesn't have the little extender on it to protect it from your device. However, I don't think that'll be an issue, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Now, the other party trick of this is your actual power adapter goes down here to keep it secure from everything else. So you won't be scratching it. And remember, the sticks are down here. So what you do is actually for this one, you flip up your device upside down. And then you can close it up. So while this one is definitely thicker, almost an inch thicker, but it's definitely providing better protection for the screen. It's just not water resistant like the other one is. So depends on what you really want out of a case. They're both fantastic cases, or all three of them are fantastic cases. As I mentioned, this one also has that party trick for while you're on a plane or a bus, for example. Set it down and play there. So that is the accessory video as far as the accessories that were successful. I say successful because actually I purchased also this. Now, I originally, when I was looking at the AliExpress listing for this, I was thinking, based on how it looked, that this was going to be a silicone case. Well, as you can see, definitely not silicone. And you can tell they just took a regular shell and did some type of spray paint on it. Still feels nice, and first secret tip of PNIC here, I love red. So I was really drawn to this. I was really hoping this was going to work, but I haven't shown this to you yet for a couple reasons. First reason, okay, so let's flip it around the back, line it up. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I was like, okay, what about the front? Oh, will that work? Nope, definitely not. I don't know if you can tell, but buttons are not lining up and being pressed. So this is an epic fail accessory. Cost me about 10 bucks, so not the end of the world, but I wanted to make sure that I'm fully transparent. You know, I tried to buy it, I was hopeful for it, but that accessory in particular did not work. So with that said, I was wondering if you would tell me down in the comment section below or on the Asus forum on pnix-handhelds.com website, what accessories caught you by surprise? Were you surprised by the dock? Were you surprised maybe by the fact that you can have different speeds of micro SD card slots? Not a lot of people know that you can, which is why they cost different prices. And tempered glass screen protectors are actually fairly cheap on the go. So with that, I'm going to let you go for now. And until the next one, this has been PNIC.